Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
This is Veer Maheshwar Charitable Trust Latur MS India organizing daily international webinar series. This series is running from last 5 years, and the speakers are invited from India and abroad. The speakers are delivering their topic as per their expertise and research. Every day we are gathering here for academic engagement, to listen from the speakers, to watch the webinar, international webinar, every day at 7 p.m. Today we have invited Mr. MIDHUN.M sir, who is Assistant Professor at the Shankara Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kalady. Being the expert of technical side and artificial intelligence, data science, he has selected the topic data as the new infrastructure, the role of data science in shaping intelligent systems. So, we are eager to listen from him on this topic. I welcome you, sir, from my organization, from all the participants, those who are joined here, and I request you, you can start your speech. Thank you.
So, good evening, everyone, and thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Myself, MIDHUN. I'm from Shankara Engineering College. We have to be discussing today what is data and what is the importance of data. So I just preparing one beautiful presentation for you guys, because a lot of people should already know what is data and what is the importance of that one. And some of them are not aware about that one. So I just make it simple. So that was my first intern. So today I'm going to do that one. So I just share my screen for the presentation. Please be listening. So am I audible and visible? So today we are going to discuss what is data as a new infrastructure, how the data is make our days, and how it will be very important in now the current scenarios. So I just preparing the main topics, what we are going to learn today. So today we are going to discuss and we are cover the topics of the understanding what is data and how the data as its infrastructure making, and data science fundamentals and intelligent system, how databases or database management system or data is making an intelligent system. And next is the future and career. So already we know that AI will be comes to there, and industries and everywhere, the hospital, farming, everywhere that data and data science, AI, everything will be there. Then how our career or future will be depends on that. So that was my intention, to understanding each and everyone should know. We don't worried about AI. It will be take our future, otherwise our career. It's not like that. You have to interact with the data. Then data will be give what you are going to do. So that was my intention. So first of all, how the data are created. We are living in the data-driven world. In every single click, each search and the sensors we are using, the data will be created there. So you can see here in the daily Google search, 8.5 billions of data are making your search. All over the world, if you are searching something, this much of, in a second, this much of data will be in a milliseconds. You can see in 8.5 billions of data will be generated there. And at the same time, in 1 hour, in YouTube, Instagram, and all over the platform, the 720K data are updated. And you can see, now currently we are discussing with the IoT, how IoT will be working, smartly it will be working. We are in another country, we can control our home devices. That is IoT specialty. So in that way, the 15 billions of data. At the same time, you can see data creating. In the milliseconds, 2.5 cubic million data will be created in all over the world. So data is everywhere. If you are taking your mobile phones, if you are taking your notes, anything, data is there, and we are always discussing those things in our real life. That was, in this slide itself, you can understand how data is in our daily life, how we are supporting them, and at the same time, how it will be generated. I hope you understand this one. We can move the next one. So here, I just want to tell that what is data? Okay, data is the collection of raw fact. That any fact, like if you are making a transaction, if you are making a PDF for the next class, if you are making some dials, like if you are calling someone, there is a data. So the raw data is everywhere, and measurement and the observations gathering from the world around us. That is simply we can say the data. Otherwise, simply everyone knows the collection of information, right? The collection of information that we can classify into 3 sections. That first one is structured data, second one is unstructured data, and third one is semi-structured data. So mostly we know that if we are using some office work, or we are doing some office work, we are created some tables and categories, some index page. If you are open the index page, you can see the table is there, the index page there. Each and every page is what is the content, what is the important contents are there, those things are there. So the structured data is organized in defined the format in the table or databases or spreadsheet. Example, in this format, we are creating data. It's called as structured data. It will be having one structure. Otherwise, we are giving some names to that. If I'm collecting the data of cat, or if I'm collecting the data of my class students, so I just make a label. I just making that one is the BTech AADS students data, or my pets data. Like that, I just structured that one. That kind of data is called as structured data. And next one is unstructured data. If structured data is okay, it will be, we can manage somewhat. But unstructured data is not like that. We are not that much aware about how we can manage it. Okay, so where we are using that? In unstructured data, mostly we are using in the social media platforms. Actually, how we are using that unstructured data, it cannot have any labels. Just it will be in a space, we are mentioning videos. What kind of videos? We are not mentioning that. At the same time, if you are added some images, what kind of images? These kind of things are not mentioned there. Just mentioning, we should add something. So there we can add anything, audios, videos, images. So if I'm taking one example of Instagram, you can add images, text files, videos, and audios. We can never redefine that one. I'm going to, in this moment, I'm just going to do, otherwise I'm going to update audios only. Otherwise I'm going to update images. It's not a specific one. We can add anything. So that kind of data is called as unstructured data. And semi-structured data is a partial type of data. Like somewhat it is arranged and somewhat it is not arranged. So most of the API or websites is related to that one, because if you can see that one in here itself. If you are in the Facebook, I can say take a example of Facebook. In this particular portion only, you can add your images, right? So that kind of in a particular position. So that kind of structure there only you can add it. So there is a semi-structure, but you can never say that you only added video, you only added images, or you only added text files in there. So that kind of data, in that basis, you can add these formatted things, but cannot be added but it should be have a structure. A square only you can add it. Not other structure you can add it. So that kind of structure you can call semi-structured data. I hope you understand what is data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data, and structured data. Then we can go to the next one, the evolution of infrastructure. So most of the time, in the traditional time, what was there, we already know what was infrastructure. We already know the road. It's a physical movement. Otherwise, transportation you can use. Otherwise, electricity. Otherwise, communication we can use the telephone. So these are the infrastructure previously we are using, but currently those trends are changed from that. Now we are using the modern infrastructure. The modern infrastructure, that is main thing is the data. So how we have to be using the data, where we are using the data. So each and everything we are collecting. Okay, so that is the current trend of data, and that is the infrastructure of data. Next one is cloud computing. Whether we have this much of data, we have to, we should upload it. Otherwise, we should save that one in there. So there we are using cloud computing. So that is the main thing. The data we are collected, that billions of data are there, trillions of data are there, those much of data we are collected, and we should store it in somewhere. So that is called as cloud computing, otherwise the scalable storage. It's a scalable storage. We can add too much data in at a time. So next one is the AI, the automated intelligence. Otherwise, automation efficient execution. So this is currently going on the infrastructure. Nowadays, everything is depends on data, and we should store the data in somewhere. So there is an infrastructure, and we have to be trained that data, and we have needed some information from that, and we should make them to do something, right? So that is another AI model. So this is the modern infrastructure. Why this is shifting matter? Just a broad-enabled commercial and electrical-enabled industry, and data-enabled intelligence. There we are previously, you can see that while I need to go from Kerala to Delhi, okay, via car. So I just taken, I will ask someone how was the condition there, climate is there. Currently, now there is no need for that. I just have to be shared with some. Otherwise, I just Google it. Otherwise, I just looking for any GPT, chat GPT like things. Then it will be give the exact answer. How it will be collect the data from the Google. Otherwise, someone has to be share their feedbacks, and all of the things happen in our world. Those things collect the data and summarizing based on that, and it will be given what I needed. I just needed the transportation condition between Kerala to Delhi. I'm just getting that. That is a so simple thing. And here you can see the world economy forms the estimate data infrastructure investment will be exceeded to 1 trillion. So already everyone know that one. The data is important in future because everything is depends upon that. So this much of investment is going on because everyone knows the importance. Is clear? So next is why data is in a new oil. Like oil, the raw data has little value until it is refined, processed, and applied. This is one of the purest example because if it will be a normal oil, we can't use that one. If I'm processing that one, if I refine it, then only we can change that one in the form of petrol or another oil format, right? Then only it will be having values. Okay, not in the keratin value will be having the petrol. So that difference is there. So the same way, whether I am collecting the data, I just want to be processes. Otherwise, I want to be checked whether the data will be having any impurities. I have to be rectify that one, and I just processing it. And what was my intention or what my need? Based on that, I just molding the data. So all the companies are doing the same thing. For some examples I'm giving here, that is first one is Google. Okay, so the searching data power so it is powered the advertisement and maps. I previously saying that one. If you are going from Kerala to Delhi or anywhere in India, anywhere in the world, you can just searching that one in the Google or anywhere. That data, what will be happen? I just give an example for that. If you are searching, what is the condition? Otherwise, what are the good hotels in Delhi? Just searching in Google. Suddenly, you can see in your feeds, you can see that one, all the recommendation, the condition of the weather. Okay, good hotel list, and there what are the adventure programs in Delhi. Otherwise, what are the visiting the sightseeing places in Delhi? Those advertisement, some pop-up always comes to my feeds. How it will be? The Google has to be using that one. They have to be. They know we needed that one. We know we want to know what is going on in Delhi. So it will be using our searching data. Okay. So next one is the Amazon. Amazon is the platform for the watching videos and yeah, always watching movies, videos, everything. So what they are doing, they are just simply searching. What searching? I'm just searching the currently going movies. Otherwise, thriller movie I just want. So based on that, it is always recommended to us. And if I am watching that video, then the revenue will generating for the Amazon. So how much time I spending in Amazon, it will be their benefits, right? Otherwise, their interest, everything will be depends upon that one. And if I'm using more time in Amazon and if I'm not using in Netflix, so Amazon will be step by step increases their rebates. So this is the recommendation system, always using based on our behavior. What are the things I'm continuously watching? So based on that only Amazon's also got. Otherwise, is all as per I consider it will be an e-commerce site. What I'm searching, I'm just searching in the mobile phone. I'm just searching, what is the price of iPhone? So suddenly, all the system will be always giving this recommendation and pricing showing. If the price will be decreased, suddenly it will be updated to me. What is the need of that? That is the current trending advertisement going on our world. Next one is Netflix. Netflix is mostly focusing on which one? The watching videos, and that is there. The viewing data inform content creating decisions. So it will be decided based on my view. I currently watching cooking channel. If I'm currently always watching some K-dramas, so always it will be recommending that one. Same way, next one is the Tesla. So we can see that one. Tesla will be making the revolution that nowadays. They are maximizing using the our data and their AI products. So you can see that one, the complete sensor data from millions of vehicles, continuously train autopilot, make every car smarter over time. Currently, there is no need for any driver. The car will be, if you are making the destination, you just simply sit there inside. It will be drive the car itself driving, and it will be leads the. Otherwise, it will be reach the destination, and it will be follow what was there about traffic rules. And if some obstacles is passing in front of that one, suddenly it will be stop. It will be break it. So that is the amazing thing going on in the based on. These all the things happen based on data. So next one is what is data science? We are discussing what is data and what are the type of data, how data will be that much important, how the company is using data. Next one is data science. The data science is the interdisciplinary field that extract knowledge and actionable insight from the structured and unstructured data by combining 4 core disciplines. So that is the basic thing. We just want to know what is static, what is the domain knowledge and programming and machine learning. I'll just simply give an example for that one. Static is if I'm taking my class students' data and I just valuing their marks, exam mark, how they are getting. So based on that, I can say that what was my class condition, how brilliant my students, how many students are weak. So that there it will be made. So the statistics is amazing, mathematical fundamental is amazing, the probabilities in there. How many? So based on that, I can predict if first series is completed, second series is completed. Based on that, I just have a data, my students' marks. So based on that, I can predict how many students will be passed the final exam, how many students will be needs the support. So that one is there. So that is the importance of statistics. And you can see the next one is domain. The domain knowledge, that is very important. The industrial context, the business problem, interpret. So domain knowledge is what is my intention. Okay, that is the very important thing. What was my intention? If I want to be sell one product or I want to be buy some products, that was my knowledge. What was the product? How it will be beneficial for me? Those things. So that's kind of similar things we can say it's the domain knowledge. Next one is programming. If we have data, we already know data is there, everything is there, but we have to fetching the data. Okay, if thousands of data are there, from that data, what was my domain knowledge? What was the intention I have? What was my need? Based on that, I just programming that. So I just needed some programming language support. That is Python or the SQL. I hope everyone knows this programming language basics. So it will be very easy for us. And next one is machine learning. Machine learning is simple. Based on our data, previous data or historical data or any data, we are getting the domain knowledge and programming, and we are fetching the data. After that, we just give that one to the machine learning. Machine has to learn the data and it will be find what is the future going to happen based on this data. I just want to be predicting tomorrow will be raining, right? So what was the data I have previous 5 days or 10 days? What was the condition in my area? Based on that, I can say that maybe tomorrow the rain will happen and the thunderstorm will happen there. This is the prediction. So that is the machine learning. So for machine learning, we have follow some algorithms, the model training and prediction. Those things are there. Then after that, just follow that the data science lifestyle. How it will be data science will be followed there. And first of all, we can collect the data, the raw data. That is the main thing. The gathering from API. API means that the mobile application we are using or DBs or sensors. From there, we are collecting what are the data we needed, the data we are collected. And we have to cleaning the data. That is the main important, cleaning the data, because always some unwanted data, otherwise incompleted data, otherwise the fraud data will be there. We are just giving some unknown things. So that we have to be clean it. Then we have to be processing the data. There we have collecting the features, the engineering and the transform. There, what is there? We are collecting the data from the API or DBs or sensors, and after that we are cleaning, because all the data is not relevant for us. So we are just clean the data. Some missing values are there. We are added that one. Otherwise, some noises are there. We are deleted that one. After that, that is going to the processing. In the processing, we can see the features. What are the features we needed? If I want to made my model, what are the features in it? If I taken the data of cat, okay, I just mentioned what are the cat categories are there. That is the feature, one feature. The male is there, female is there. Okay, after that, Persian cat is there, Indian cat is there, like that. So the features I just mentioned, after that, the Persian cat will be having some other features. Their hair will be different, the color will be different. Indian cat will be having some other features. So those things we have to be making the process. After that, we are analyzing. After getting data, we have to display that, because whether we have say in the normal words or we are showing that one to the ordinary people, they cannot understand. So we have to display that. Oh, this is the data I collected and I just processing it. After that, this is my output. So there we have to need some analysis. Then the modeling. There we have to make a model for the data, and we are validating our data, because sometimes we have to validate the model. How, for example, if I'm given one data, after that I know the answer. Okay, then I just pass that one to the data. I just pass it through that model. After that, I get an output. Okay, I just pass the image of cat. After that, my model is processing based on that one. It will be checked all the feature of your model cat is there in the model. So it will be checking whether the image will be having some similarity or not. If it will be similar, then suddenly it will be say that yeah, it's a cat. Otherwise, if it will be showing a error, then that is the problem of our model. We can otherwise we have to be take it back, and we have to model it again, and we will find that one, yes, our data is pure, and we are getting a what output we needed. So that is there. After that, intelligent system currently chatbots is there and NLP. Chatbots is mostly we are using in every website. You can see a small icon regarding to that one. And there you can just click on that one and we will get the, suddenly we will get an interaction section. Like a human asking, what I am doing for you. If you are visiting in the one hotel, suddenly the receptionist will be asking, what can I do for you? Same way, there's a chatbot is there. So chatbot is mostly focusing on in some particular target. If it will be a hotel chatbot, it will always focusing on hotel data and what is going on there. That is the main chatbot and NLPs. And currently, the updated version of chatbot, we can call it the ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or Cloud. Those things are, it's not, we can't never say that is a simple chatbot. It will be collecting a lot of data. And whatever you are asking, it will be having an answer. Okay. So next one is self-driven car. That is another Tesla car. I already mentioned that one, how it will be working. If you are just sitting there, just to mention where your destination, it will be take you, it will be follow the traffic rules, enter the things, and it will be reach the place. If an obstacle is suddenly in front of the car, then it will be make a decision. Okay, I want to be stopped there because that is the obstacle. So it will be stopped. That is there. And smart assistant, you can see in the mobile phones and Alexa. If you are want to be, you are in the bed and you want to be just make a music play. You just tell that one, Alexa, please want to be, otherwise Siri, I just want to be listening music, just play it. It should be. That is a smart assistant system. And after that, the recommendation engine, I already mentioned Spotify, Netflix, and Amazon. Those will be, if you want about your previous history, what are the frequently watching movies, frequently watching music. Based on that, it will be recommending you the next songs. So that is like intelligent system. After that, the machine learning the engine inside. So machine learning engine inside, we can say that it's a supervised learning and unsupervised learning are reinforcement learning. So machine learning engine, how it will be? The supervised learning means that the data will be having some labels. Learn from labeled data. That is, input is already we are given. This is if I am given one image of one cat, I already mentioned that is the cat image. Next, I am going to give an image of dog. I already mentioned this is the image of dog. So already that kind of data we can code. Otherwise, this kind of learning, we give the model what was the input we are going to give and what was the output I needed. So already these two things I given to the model, and based on this, my model is working or not. That is the labeled data, otherwise supervised learning. In this way, we are teach the machine how the data you can understand and you can find. After that, the unsupervised learning, the next session, that is finding the hidden patterns in the unlabeled data. I thought you didn't understand that one maybe, but I will explain with one example. Unsupervised learning, what I am thinking, I just given one data, one table I am given. In that table, there is a name. One cricketer name is there. There is two cricketer name is there. And they are batting, how much run they are scored, how much wicket they are taken. That is one example I am going to give. There, what will happen? I just mentioned Sachin Tendulkar and the bowler Bradley or McGrath or anyone. Okay, so there I just mentioned the Sachin Tendulkar, the score will be 10,000. The runs he scored is 10,000 and wicket is 10. It's just an example. It's not a real data. I just want to be tell that how the unsupervised learning will happen. Next one is the Bradley or the McGrath. His data is, his run is 100. Okay, he scored only 100 runs in the ODs. And after that, he's taking the wicket 300. So based on that, what we understood? We understood that the Sachin Tendulkar is a batsman and the Bradley or McGrath is a bowler. How we are finding that the data is not given there. Only data is given the name of the cricketer and their run and their wicket. Based on that, The system has to understand, and otherwise system has to analyze that, okay, this is the batsman and this is the bowler. That is the hidden pattern. Based on the run and wicket, it will understand. Next one is reinforcement learning. They learn through the trial, error, and rewards. What was there? We are already given the reinforcement, how it will be working. We are given some data to the system, and based on that system is given one output. Maybe it will be having some error. If it will be error, it will be back to the same position, and it will be again take that. One example I am given. If where the learning will be, the model learning will be happen. If in a game, if you are started to game, you are failing that game. Okay, suddenly to come back to the initial state. Okay, if you have won that game, suddenly it will be added some coins or some rewards like, okay, you are winning the game, you have something like that. So that is reinforcement learning. I hope you understand what is machine learning, how it will be, how we can teach the machines. Otherwise, the model we have created, always think the models I mentioned, it's a programming. Okay, the program is there. Based on that program, we are given some input. Based on that, it will be done. So next one is in another slide. Yes. I hope it is visible to everyone. So this is the architecture of intelligent system. So we can go for that one. So intelligent system, how it will be working. Previously I've taken some steps are there. So this is the step, the data injections. That is the collecting the raw data from the devices, otherwise diverse sources, different places we are collecting the data. Okay, then that data we are going to process. That is the second step. This is basic data storing, and we are collecting the data. And after that, based on the data, how we are producing the model. Okay, so here first one, the data injection. That is same as the data collection. After that, the data processing. We are getting the raw data. That data we are going to cleaning and transforming that. The cleaning is the impurities or any noises, otherwise any missing values, those we are maintain. After that, we are just going to the transforming. Transforming means that in which form we have made that. So that is transforming section, and that transformation, after that only the model development. Okay, what was model? Model development is what was my intention, what I needed from my data. So some one example I'm going to give. If one industry is there, their products was one soap. Soap is their products. So they are producing 100 of soaps. After that, what was the benefit? Otherwise, what was the profit they are getting? Okay, so that is their intention. They just want to be 100 soaps I make, and from that, what was the profit I get? So based on that, I just make a model. So I need always that analysis. So what I did, I make a model for that one and designing. After that, I train that one. After that, I'm validating the machine is working properly or not. Otherwise, I just to give an example on model how it will be. I always want to be know different kind of. If I'm interested in cat, different kind of. If I'm a scientist of animal science, I'm interested in animals, and I just want to be know their features and know any breeds will becomes or anything. So what I did, I just given lot of animals images And after that, my system what was the system I needed? Always, if I'm given any images, suddenly my system has to tell that which animal is this and what are the features they will be having. And this is useful for their research. So that is my intention. So that is the model development. So for that purpose, I just designing. After that, I given trillions of data in the model and I trained them. And after that, I just validating. How I validating? I just given one animal image, and I know that this is the animal, and these are the features that animal will be having. So I just given that data in the model. To that, I check that whether my knowledge, otherwise my the data that model is given the same output or not. So that is the validating. After that, the deployment and inferences. The integration train model into the production environment where they can make the real-time prediction of decisions. So deploying, if my model is okay, then what I'm going to do? I'm going to deploy that one into useful for any researcher or any scientist. If someone is interested in animal or zoology areas, it will be helpful for them. So I'm going to give that model to everyone. And after that, I continuously monitoring that one and feedback. That is, once I deploying that one, it doesn't mean that, okay, my job is over. I doesn't want it. Always, you can see that if you are, WhatsApp is there, Instagram is there, Facebook is there, these are the social medias are there. Always they are given some updation, right? Because they are always monitoring us and what are the features we needed to add it there and how our company, otherwise our product will be working on the industry. They always want to be that feedback. So that is always the intelligence system from data to decision making will happen. I hope everyone has understood that one. Next one is from data to decision. Always the same thing only. Where what of data resources are there, we are taking from that one and smart decisions. If suddenly the corona is happened, so a lot of industry will be facing some problems. And some of the industries are surveyed. How they are surveying? Because they are taking some smart decision. How they are taking the decision based on the data. What happened currently, previous trend, what was the previous trend before corona, and what was the previous trend, otherwise the current trend in after corona. They are analyzing that using some data collections. So they are make up with that one. So that decision make them to still existing in the industries. So that is in the data sources and different data sources and smart decision they are taking and data with the big data processing they are taking. Next, one of the important thing, the real world application. I'm always telling what is the infrastructure, how the data infrastructure. That was my main topics there. So you can see here how what are the areas. These are the important areas. The data is make their own roles. Otherwise, make their impact in there. First one is healthcare. So here, how it will be worked on the healthcare, the decision, disease prediction and early diagnosis using patient data model. If you are making a model for patient, based on that, previously if the disease is prediction, we can maybe apply some meditations. Otherwise, meditations we can, if you are giving some medicines, it will be maybe solving. So those things, based on our syntax, the system has to be predicted. Okay, these people will be having TB, tuberculosis, or this person will be having pneumonia. So that is the helping condition of the healthcare and finance. In the real-time fraud detection that protect the millions of transactions daily. There, the AI will be making fraud. If any fraud will be there, the HMO model, hidden Markov model, you can see there. Any kind of fraud will be acting on there. Suddenly it will be fine. How it will be? One example I am given. If you are transaction, if we are a normal person, normally I am transacting daily in 10,000. That is the normal condition. If a fraud will be getting my data or my what I am saying, my login ID and everything, what will happen? Suddenly he will never waiting for too much time. He suddenly taken 10 lakhs or 50 lakhs from my account. He trying for that one. Suddenly the AI system will be finding, okay, here's some some variations in the transaction. The pattern is changed. He's every day taken 10,000 rupees only, but today he is taken 10 lakhs. What is the need? So AI will be working there, and he will be finding the fraud. Some fraud is there. Otherwise, you have to verify that one. Okay. Then next one is education. Personalized AI tutor is there. Currently, students will not need the faculties because they have all the things are there that AI will be teach them. They will be give the infrastructure. Just they want to be sit and search. That is the only thing they want to be do. Otherwise, they will be do that one also. After that, agriculture system, you can see the smart farming using sensor data, optimize some field. Every day we don't want to be watering in the field. Otherwise, in the paddy areas, we don't want to be watering that one. The automatic system is there. It will be, we are setting some timing or something is there, it will automatically work on there. And transportation, one of the biggest advantage, what was there, intelligent system will be working, what are the traffic condition is there, if there is any problem, those things, all the traffic condition, we can find it within our mobile, using our mobile phones, and otherwise we are sitting in our home. So that much impact, otherwise that much AI will be worked on. These are the big field. And next one is the case study of Netflix, that recommended system. This is one of the example for that one. The collecting, well, the step one, how it will be working, that is here. The first one is collecting user watching history. So every views, everywhere you are posting, and what are the videos you are rewatching, and the rating generating. So based on that, the system has to be understood. Okay, this person is interested in cooking. This person is interested in trading. This person is related to some teaching or education area. So I always recommending those kind of videos to this person, and that will be helpful for him. And if he is more watching that video, so he will be recommending that one. So based on that, the processing and structure of the data, the billions of data points and cleared and labeled and stored, it will be happened there. So already we are discussing in the previous slides also, and running recommendation algorithm. Based on that, it will be algorithm will be worked on there. Based on that, it will be suggestion. If I am mostly watching in comedy movies, again it will be given the same thing only. Okay, the new movies is available. You just watch it. That is the business is going on there. This one, and deliver the personalized suggestions. Always it will be mentioned. I already mentioned. This is always given the deliver personalized suggestion. Yes, the new movies are here. There's a high-rated movie is there, thrilling movie. You just watch it. That is going to happen in always Netflix. What will be happen? Whether they are continuously recommending this kind of things. What will happen there? If otherwise they will get the profit. They will get the if I am subscribing the channel, otherwise I will take that account of taking an account in Netflix. They have getting the benefit. So that is always the data, and companies are, or this kind of industries are using our data. Next one is ethics and challenges. Yes, always there is some challenges we are always facing in the AI. That is, first case is the privacy. The privacy is safeguarding the personal data through the AI pipeline. But always we have a worry that, okay, I am given this much of data, is that some fraud will be affected? Yeah, that challenge is always there, and we want to be always protecting the data, because data is that much important. It has the power to destroy one country itself. So next one is bias. Ensure the model don't encoding the historical or systematic documents. Next one is security. Yeah, we are already discussing privacy is data privacy and security. Then the students' data or any intelligence department data, CBA's data. Those things always we have to be secure. At the same time, the transparency should be there, because if you are sending something, it should be transparent, making the modern decision, and then only the other people has to be. Then if I am sharing, if what I am telling, finance, if I just make a program, even coordinating, so that time I just collecting some data, right? That finance section, what are the things we have done, what are the things we are watching, that things should be transparent. So these are all the things we have to be maintained. These are also one challenges for AI. Privacy we have to maintain, bias, security, and transparency. Next is the future of data science. Yes, these are the five main features, future of the data science. First one, generative AI. This is already existing. Currently, we know that we can't understand which one is original images and which one is AI generated images. So that's already existing. The model that creating text, images, code, and more. The transforming, creating, and the technical workflow. That is the first generative AI, the ChatGPT, Gemini, those things. After that, AI agents. So AI agents is mostly focusing on previously one cybersecurity intelligence department or cybersecurity person or networking engineer. What he is doing the same thing that the AI agent can do. Okay, so based on the previous problem facing in the cybersecurity things, how we have to be solving that one, and it will be reporting, and these things will be taken care of AI agents. There is no need for any other person. AI will be detecting what is the problem. AI will be detecting how we have to solve that one, and AI will be giving the report itself. So there is no human interference is not needed. Next one is robotic. Next, within 5 years, the robotics plus AI will be work on everywhere. That is the biggest thing. The AI robots will be having the power to find it, what the human is needed. Next one is quantum computing. After that is edge AI. These are the 5 major places we needed to. Sorry, not we needed to. This is the future of the data science. So, what was the career opportunities in AI and in data science? Yes, that is the first one is data scientist. Next one is, so data scientist is, if you are good at, I previously told that one, if someone is good at statistics, Python, ML modeling, and storytelling with data, these people will be making data scientists. And outside, I thought of in other countries, it will be like 10 lakhs minimum their salary, the data scientist. And machine learning engineers, the deployment of and scaling people and cloud computing, those things are cloud platform who are taking care of that one, they can. And next one is data analyst. The data analyst is one of the simple at the same time very effective thing. The SQL, the person who knows SQL, the data managing, and after at the same time visualizing tool how he can add. So AI engineers. Next one is AI engineers, who is going to deep learning framework, neural architecture, everything. Next is NLP engineering, the language model, text processing, conversation AI system. Then cloud AI architecture, the AWS, the Amazon cloud system, or any cloud system. If you are able to handle, it is more convenient at the same time that these robots secure job. In future, if you are good at with the data at this robotic, you will definitely get a good career. That is the main thing. So these are the key takeaways. The data power intelligence system, every AI capable from the recommendation to predict, the building high quality and well-structured data. Second one, the AI depends on data quality. The garbage in and garbage out. What are the data we need? What are the data we don't want? That can delete it. What other things we can take care. And after that, the data science driven innovation. How it will be innovated in industries. Intelligent system shaping the future. Next one is intelligent system shaping the future. From the edge device to quantum machines, the system we build today will be defined how tomorrow world operates. The next future we are already discussing, and we are telling what is going to happen in the next one. So these are the key takeaways, and thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. If you are having any doubts, you can ask the questions. Yes.
Thank you, MIDHUN sir. it was a great PPT regarding the data science information, collection of data, processing, the future of the use, and examples of everyday life, how it is used in the prediction health and also in entertainment, in education, at the same time in agriculture area. So from generation to analysis to utilization of data, it's a journey. It was great because you have given a best PPT. You have did so many effort to prepare PPT to simplify the subject. We are not from technical side, but everything you have explained here, it is nicely we understand it. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. And now I request other participants, they can discuss with our speaker on today's topic. Yes, sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Betkar, sir. Thank you, sir. Wonderful presentation you have made on data science. And I'm from the medical field and the health data, and it is so vital and so important for us. And one aspect, collection, then processing, and removing some impurities or cleansing the data is very important. In the field of research also, we are using the data. The data is the base for everything, what I feel. It is a denominator of every statistics. So the data is so vital. Usually I say that itni shakti dena data. So we can interpret and we can have some intelligence from this.
Yes.
So this is a wonderful presentation you have made. My question is, many of the time it happens that when we are collecting data, many of the time it is not uniform, it is not complete, and when the at the baseline only, if it is not right, and we cannot correct the data. The basic thing is, sitting at one place we cannot collect the data. So it is a very important thing, that data should be very uniform and standardized. With the technique of AI, can we nullify and neutralize this kind of problems?
Yes, sure, sir. Actually, what is there now? If you are, we are collecting some data from any. If you have, I'm taken on a healthcare, you are collecting the patient data and some examples you have taken. At the same time, maybe it will be not that much correct. Maybe because if you if that patient will be telling, sir, I will be having some chest pain. It is maybe not depending upon the viewer, right? So that time we can search it in other sources because a lot of people will be having same issues, otherwise different kind of issues. So that time those data will be collected in the databases, and those things we can add it there, and we have to searching other some symptoms. We can ask this. That patient to some other symptom. Okay, whether you have this kind of data, because we are previously not having that much of aware about the feature. Otherwise, we are not aware about the disease. So this new symptom is already is in the net. Otherwise, other intelligent system. So it will be recommended, sir. So you are just asking this question. Maybe we can get the real data. So that is one cases.
Because
so it will be
data and the clear data. It should be the basic thing what I feel. If suppose that there is a little difficulty in collection of data, so that is why sometimes we are going for pilot studies and collection of data, whether it is really responding well or no, and then we go on a large massive scale. So thank you very much, really appreciable your efforts, what you have tried to explain it in a most simplified way. So thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Betkar, sir.
Thank you, sir. With your fruitful discussion, which can conclude the summary of our presentation. And these teachers, faculties from the Adi Shankara Institute. They are supporting us, and every day, mostly frequently, they are joining here as a speaker, invited as a speaker, and they accepting our invitation. So it's a great collaboration from the institute. I appreciate the institute because when institute inspires the teachers, encourages the teachers, and most the teachers are those who are willing to deliver the topic is the potential of that speaker, because if they have something to say or the on the topic, any topic, it's a great thing. So that I congratulate all teachers, those who are trying to give the knowledge to the society through their speeches, through their invitations. And one of those is you are, sir. You are a great career in future also. You are not so, it's not the young age for you age, so that you have a great, again, more collaborations and more academic engagements with the others in DIAS also. And thank you for accepting our invitation and giving your special precious time to us. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the support, sir. It's very precious. And first of all, thank you, sir, Dr. BETKAR, sir, because you are inviting me, and based on that only, I just started researching what I am going to discussing today. And anyway, this is a very great opportunity for this one. Anyway, thank you, sir. Everyone.
I given message to ma'am and she informed you and I requested you. So this is the series that one speaker should promote to other, one teacher should promote to other or inform to other.
Okay.
And basically the person who accepting, that is important one. I requested that ma'am, she informed you, but if
Yes.
you not accepted the invite, that doesn't use. So is the inspiration yourself inner from you that to deliver the topic, and thank you to you, sir. In future also you will be here as a speaker. Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, definitely, sir. Thank you.
You can leave, sir, please. Huh? No problem.
Okay.
Thank you. Participants are requested to fill the feedback link. Feedback link is available in the chat box. Those who are here without filling the feedback link, they can fill the feedback link before closing the session. Thank you.